My husband and I were trying for a baby for 6.5 years. We went through IVF treatment for 3.5 years. We had 9 embryos in total, 8 transfers, 5 that ended in negative cycles, 2 that ended in early pregnancy loss. And the first 3 I went through without any support from Fertility Network. And when you're going through a fertility journey, it feels like an invisible grief that just society just does not recognise. But they will gladly and flippantly ask you, when are you going to have kids? Why have you not got kids? And if you decide to, in response to that, share your struggle, it's often met with unsolicited advice, often incorrect advice, insensitive comments, and various comments such as, be positive, it'll happen, everything happens for a reason, which are hugely unhelpful, and they just make you feel silenced and very isolated. And there were often times where I felt a bit of an outcast, to be honest. So I bottled those emotions up for years, just feeling like a bad person. When I was feeling sad watching everyone else around us having babies so easily. But then I found Fertility Network and went to one of their in-person peer-to-peer sessions, and I think I cried for the whole way through that first session, because it was just such a relief to have people listen who truly understood and didn't just dismiss my pain by saying, be positive. And I've made friends there that I think will be lifelong. I learned things not only that helped me with my fertility journey, but also I think will help me just through life in general. And often fertility treatment is very, very expensive. So people just can't afford to pay for the counselling on top of that treatment. So it's just invaluable to have that service and that option to go to the support groups through Fertility Network. And it was through them, had it not been for them, I wouldn't have instigated a change of workplace policy in terms of fertility and baby loss. And I don't really know how I would have got through it without the support of Fertility Network. I would have probably had some more time off sick, I think, because my work just didn't understand, but I was able to advocate for myself and explain with the support of Fertility Network. And the team they're truly amazing people, and just thank you for everything that you've done.
My husband and I started our fertility journey around 4 years ago. We really struggled at the beginning because we felt very isolated, very alone. We hadn't known other people that were in a similar situation to us. It was quite scary and felt like it was a taboo subject. Through the support of Fertility Network, we were able to join peer support groups. And when we were doing it, it was via, we were going through COVID, so it was all via Zoom. And my husband, in particular, was very shy. He didn't even want to come on the camera. He literally just stood next to the laptop out of sight because he didn't want to talk about it because he felt ashamed, even though it's a medical condition. But through the support of Fertility Network, we gained confidence. We were able to speak to other couples that were going through and have gone through the process of their fertility journey. And it gave us a lot of confidence. We realised that people were having the same conversations we were having the same arguments and debates. And then we realised that what we're going through is normal, and that really helped to give us confidence. And when we started, we just didn't want to talk about it. And now, through the support of Fertility Network and the confidence that they've given us, we're now happy to talk about it, not just to ourselves, but to our friends and family and to people we don't know. And I think the more that people talk about fertility problems or issues, the less it becomes a taboo. There was a lot of support around understanding the procedures and everything that was going to physically happen to me, because I was the one that was having the treatment. And it was nice to have somebody that can explain things to us, that's not got jargon, because a lot of the time doctors can tell you things, and it's a lot to take in when you're already going through a difficult time, and to process that information. And also, people were available to support us outside of working hours. The doctor, you would have to make an appointment to see them, you know, and quite often you would get factually incorrect information from your peers. We were told to stop thinking about fertility, and that would enable us to have children. Well, the fact that we're not thinking about it doesn't increase my husband's sperm level, and it was incredibly frustrating. And to speak to people that understood what we were going through and understood how irritating and insensitive some of the comments that people make, it was lovely to feel part of a group and to feel, for want of a better word, normal.
Hi, my name's Sarah. I've been aware of Fertility Network UK for coming up to 7 years now. I first came across them when I started my fertility treatment, and then went on to be made more aware of the support groups that were available and the work that they did to help people. I found their work great. It helped me a lot, and over the years I've been involved with them in a number of ways. More recently, I've become a volunteer with the Welsh branch of Fertility Network UK. I'm looking to set up a support group within my workplace. I work for the NHS, and I'd like to help my colleagues have a bit more support with what they're going through as well. And also looking to set up more support for new parents who come through the NHS after having their babies. Just so that they've got the support available to help them through those first few months where the reality of being new parents comes to life, really. And just all the work they do is helping anybody who's going through treatment, however it may be.